Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll give you a chance to get in here. Starting it out. Right, smooth. Here goes my drink here. Probably gonna complain about it a few times. I know the old lady's trying, doing her best, but she just took her bare hand and put the ice in the cup. She was gonna get me tight, but it's an older lady. I didn't catch it. She did it too fast, too swift. But it's cool.
E aí,
Yeah,
Cleide? E aí, Cleide?
all good.
Aí, Cleide, faz uma pra mim, não esquece não, hein?
Starting to get late on the beach. Still bright
Ok, Cleide?
outside, but
Faz uma pra mim.
they're packing up. Not too many people. It's after 5. Have not been live in I don't know how long, but it's been a long time. It's been months. I just been caught up. Haven't had a chance to hop on here. That's one of my New Year's resolutions. Do this more often when I have time, or rather, I gotta make the time, right? This section over here, man, seems like a family section, which is cool. That's fine. There's other areas that look busier. I just didn't feel like walking to them. Oh boy. I told the granny I want ice. She just grabbed her. She took her bare hand and put it in the cooler and put the ice in my drink. She did it too fast before I told her to stop it. Cepeda Infante says, "Hola, hola. How you doing? Hola." Cepeda Infante, how you doing? Thanks so much for pulling up. Remember to hit the like and subscribe, people. It's very appreciated. Canal EC said hi, thank you. M.F. Contra, Ruby from Germany. I'm assuming you said hi. Hey man, how you doing? Thanks for joining the live. Appreciate you. And Kleiner Schlingle 69 says hi. Hey man, how you doing? Yeah, when you ask for more ice out here, make sure you grab a hold of them so they don't use their hand. Make them use like a scoop or something. Me, Canal Chase. Where are you, bro? I'm in Brazil right now, bro. I'm on the beach in Brazil right now, bro. Kleiner Schlingle 69 says, "My grandpa dies sadly." I'm sorry to hear that, man. When did your grandpa die? I'm sorry to hear that. Condolences to you and your family. I'm sorry to hear that. You know, your grandpa died. Well, it sounds like you had a relationship with him, which is great. My grandpa died before I was born. Both of them, on my mom and dad's side. So I never got a chance to meet them. They died 3 years ago. Yeah. I mean, if you're close to him, it's probably close. You're probably close to him, Still thinking about him, so condolences to you. Cepeda Infante says, "Puedes saludar." Salute to you, man. I'm not sure what that means. I still gotta learn the language, but salute to you, bro. I fuck with you, bro. Kleiner Shilingo 69 says, "I sub." Oh, I'm so sorry. Don't worry about it. Hopefully he's in a better place. Hopefully they're in a better place. You know what I mean? Hopefully. Appreciate you guys for joining. Hit the like and subscribe if you're tuning in. I appreciate y'all for joining. Just here on the beach, you know. Evening. Evening vibes is after 5. Nothing crazy. Ab Kizar says, "Where you at?" I'm in Brazil, bro or female. I don't know if you're a guy or a girl. I'm in Brazil, on the beach, cooling. In a family section. There's a lot of families here. This isn't the, you know, the F around and find F-free area. This is the family area. So, you know, it's starting to get a little late. So you see the people packing up, but there's still people out here. There's a lot of people overall, but in this specific area now. Kleiner Schlingo 69 says, "Do you have pina colada?" No, it's called a caipirinha. So they have a local rum, and then they pick a fruit, and that's how they make it. Ice, sugar, and whatever fruit. Typically, or I guess the original version is with lime. This one is pineapple that I have here. And then other versions, you know, they make it with strawberry, they make it with kiwi, they make it with watermelon, they make it with whatever, coconut. David NX5MW says, "Where are you?" I'm in Brazil, bro. I'm in Brazil, Mr. David. On a family beach. Family section of the beach. Well, family section for now, you know. Wow, sounds cool. Kleiner Schlingo 69. Wow, so cool. Sounds delicious. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. They have the local rum. Sometimes they make it homemade. Most of them usually get it from like. There's like a cheap one that's pretty good called Velo Barrio or something like that. And then there's a more expensive one, Sao Francisco, or like in English it would be San Francisco or something like that. That one is like it's more expensive, but it tastes better. It's more smooth. David says, "If I go to Brazil, I will probably become a father." Look, man, that happens to a lot of people. Just make sure she's beautiful, all right? I still I don't have kids yet. I'm responsible, but you know, a lot of people show up irresponsible. You know, because it's not hard to find someone you will like. So you just got to be careful. It's true. You just got to be careful. You know, you can't just the first girl you think that's pretty. You just have a kid with her. That's not a good idea, bro. It's probably not gonna end well. It's just not. You know, you gotta have some type of patience, some type of communication, relationship if you're gonna have children. If you just like, you know, if you just enjoying her beauty, then you don't have to do shit. You can just pull up. I'm dead serious. You can pull up barefoot, like barefoot with sandals. But you know, a relationship, having kids, stuff like that, you want to at least like the person. You know, maybe you don't love the person, but at least like the person that you can have a good relationship. You know, because as a kid, when you have a kid with someone, you're locked to them forever, unless you just like run away somewhere. And even still, you're still connected to them at some point, some way. A lot of guys make that mistake. You know, they're 25, 26, and then the girl's hot, but then she's like 34. You got to be careful out here. You can get caught lacking. David says she's got to have Jesus in her mind and heart all the time if she's gonna work out with me. Yeah, bro. You know, There's actually a lot of people that follow Christianity out here. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of churches, a lot of religious people. So it's not hard to find. Are they Kleiner Schlingle 69 says, are they pretty? Yeah, it's not gonna take you time, bro. And realistically, you could, if you put all the Brazilian cities on a circle and spin it, you can land in any city and find a pretty girl. It's not gonna take time. It's not gonna take effort. I don't know what you're looking for specifically, but basically whatever you're looking for, you can find it. You know what I mean? If you're just looking for pretty, now if you're looking for a good person, I mean, I'm not gonna say that's hard to find, but like, if you're really gonna be in like a relationship and get married and I would say certain cities you should avoid and certain areas I'd more so recommend. That's how I look at it. It just depends what you want to do, because you can really do anything here, anything really. Because you're not, because you're from somewhere else, you're gonna have more. You're gonna have money and time, bro. So you can do anything. I'm gonna be honest with you. You can do anything at any time. You get lost. You can have the relationships. You'll bring them to your mom. It just depends, bro. It depends, bro. It's what you're trying to do. I don't know what you're trying to do. You you could have it your way. It can go really bad. It just depends how you carry yourself. It depends, you know, how you look out for yourself and all that. Remember, guys, if especially if you're new to the live, remember to like and subscribe. That's crazy. I'm from Germany. Yeah, I mean, pull up. I know a lot of people from like France and I think Germany or wherever. They go to Rio typically, which is a good spot. Most people should go to Rio because what you find here is that most people only speak Portuguese. This isn't a country where people speak multiple languages. English is somewhat hard to find here, so you know you can definitely catch a vibe with someone even if they don't speak your language. If they just like you, they just like your face, like your energy, like your clothes. I don't know. They can just like you, and then you can have you can just hit it off. But it depends. I've got a friend that lived in South America when he was in his late teens, and the woman went batshit crazy because he's. It happens, bro. I'll tell you a quick story. Brazil, Uruguay, Paraguay. I'll tell you a quick story, bro. I was in the south of Brazil. I'm not gonna say the city, and I was with this Brazilian dude, and older bald head dude, right? And I'm not even dressed to like talk to girls. I just went to I went to the mall to buy some clothes and just go home. I went home with two numbers. I'm not even trying to talk to anybody, and I went home with numbers. So it's really like it's not gonna take time. And then one of the chicks, I remember my friend. His name was Roberto, and he's like, "Oh, that security guard wasn't talking to him." Like, the security guard where? Like, I didn't even realize she was following us around ever since we got to like the third floor, or wherever, where she was like, doing her works, her security, whatever. We just went to get food. So on that floor, we sit at a table where we're talking to girls, and this security guard, that's a girl, still wanted me to have her number. Like, so it's possible. You can make it happen, and it's not gonna take time. You know what I mean? But you're gonna make your life easier if you're able to communicate. Make your life a lot easier. Yeah. Remember, if you're not from South America or whatever country you're from, Germany, France, or the U.S. or Canada or something like that, you're showing up here with a whole lot more than most people. Like, so you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta be very careful. But you're in a position that basically no one else is in when you're in a place like this, especially. So you just have to be cognizant of that, and you can make it into whatever you want. Really, it's what you want out of it. Brazil, Uruguay, and Paraguay. I haven't been to those last two, but I heard both of those are like underrated. I haven't been to them. Brazil is a huge country, bro. Every city, every state you go to is like a little different, and most people only go to Rio. Not even that many people go to Sao Paulo. Most people go to the downtown for like a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then they go home. It's a lot. Like it's really a lot to take in if you have a chance to be here for like a few years or something like that. But I mean, most people they're like, I'll take my 2 weeks and I'll go somewhere else, and I don't blame you. I can't watch any further. I'm going to sleep now. All right, mom. Good night, brother. Good night, bro. Yeah, these people are breaking down. They're going home. It's after 5. It's almost 5. It's getting close to 6. Arminda Camacho 4729 says hello. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? On the family beach in Brazil. Enjoying the day. It's a little late. The sun's going down, but it's still hot as hell. It was hot as oh, let me not curse. It was pretty hot today. Damn near 90 degrees today. It's still sunny. Just talking to the folks, giving them some suggestions and all that. Remember, guys, if you've never been here before, remember to like and subscribe. Been a few months since I posted, but it's all good. You know, my New Year's resolution is to get on here 3 times a week, show you different areas. I plan to go up north when it's carnival. Carnival's gonna be insane, and I think the original carnival is from up north or something to that effect. So I'd like to show you guys that. I think you guys will really enjoy it if you don't pull up out here. Most countries have their own version of, well, I don't want to say most countries, but many countries like Brazil have their own version of carnival. Whether it's South America or the Caribbean or something like that, or even in London, they have like Nottingham Festival. Um, in New York, we have the different parades for different countries and groups of people, and then we have like the Caribbean Day Parade, Labor Day Parade, stuff like that. So their carnival it officially lasts for a week, but really it's for the month. They get like a month off, which is pretty cool. So but yeah, guys. If you're here, you have any questions, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. Haven't been posting, haven't been live, so definitely the top of next year, we're gonna be consistent. We're gonna be on that. A lot of people want to know, not just about here, but all these countries. There's people that want to know about America. I can tell you a whole lot about it. I'll tell you a lot. I could probably get you hired if you show up. I don't know what you're trying to do, but I could get you a job. You just gotta let me know. I don't know what you're looking for, but I could probably point you in the right direction. David says, been mugged yet by the gang of kids? No, I have not, luckily. But there are certain people that like they will target certain people, especially if you're like flashing your phone or like if you're not paying attention but you got your phone out. Somebody on a bike will snatch it. I watched the news and a news reporter with the camera on them had their phone out and had somebody on a motorbike steal their phone on a live broadcast. So that's a real thing. The stealing here is real. You know, everywhere is not super violent, but stealing is very real. Like people steal. Like you need to watch your stuff. People steal a lot. I heard in Rio they do not the card crack schemes, but I don't know if you guys are familiar with the corner store schemes or like the 7-Eleven schemes where they put a skimmer and they you touch your card and then they steal your card details and then they overcharge your card. That's one of the scams. I need a job in Houston, Texas. Ja, ja, ja. Are you from America, David? Are you from a different country? Texas is a good state for remote jobs actually. So if you apply for a job in Texas, if you have a Texas address, you have a high probability of getting a remote job. I don't know what your skill set is. Puerto Rico. You're in Puerto Rico. U.S. Yeah, U.S. territory. You're a citizen, so you don't. So you can get paid like a U.S. citizen since you live in a U.S. territory. There's a lot of remote jobs in Texas. Texas, Oklahoma, Arizona, and so you should be able to find remote work relatively easily. Because I'm from New York City, and most of those jobs want you to show up in person. They don't want to pay you to be remote. They want you to show up to the office. But if you're in Puerto Rico, you can apply for something in Texas. It doesn't have to be Houston. It can be Dallas. It can be San Antonio, El Paso, and you should be able to find a remote job. I don't know how much you're looking for, but they have a ton of remote jobs in Texas. So yeah, guys, remember to like and subscribe if you are new here. The numbers don't update automatically on my end, so I'm never sure unless I'm on my laptop how many people are in. So whoever's here, I do appreciate you for being here. Remember to like and subscribe. I'm about to get out of here in a couple of minutes. Well, off the live anyway. I always like how they drive on the beach, get all the equipment off. Makes sense. Awesome. I've been full time applying like crazy, but I'm also a full time student, so that sets me back. Well, yeah, any job, if it's not explicitly a part time job, they're expecting you to work full time. They're not, even if you're in school, like they'll be like, oh, that's nice you're in school, but they're looking for someone to put in 40 plus hours, depending on what you're applying for. Yeah. So it depends. I don't know. I don't know how far you are in school. I don't know if you're gonna finish soon. I don't know if you just started. But if you can't work full time, unless they express that they have part time, you're probably gonna look for a summer job. You're probably looking for a summer position. Alorica is a good company. They ship out the equipment. can make like you don't have to have a ton of experience, and you can make like five plus thousand a month, especially since you're in school, which would be pretty good for you at that point time and point period. So coming in like a lower code is decent, especially since you're in school. David says, "What's messed up is that even jobs with supposed flexible schedules will shoot me down." Yeah, a lot of these companies are they're frauds. If they don't explicitly say full part time, they're looking for full time. They're not, even if they say, oh, part time, that's okay. They're not gonna hire you, bro. They're looking for 40 to 60 plus hours. Otherwise, they're probably not gonna hire you. Alurka, I can't type in the chat for some reason. Otherwise, I will type it out for you. It's Alorica. They usually hire year round because there's a lot of turnover, and they'll ship out the equipment for a job. It's most likely going to be a Bank of America job. Yeah, yeah, exactly spelled like that. The assessments are easy, the interviews are easy, and they typically hire year round, even if you're a college student. And they have hours. If you're trying to work hours, they always got hours for you. They pay extra if you speak Spanish. It's a pretty good company. Well, for like a short time, like work kind of thing, especially if you're in school. But yeah, we're at 27. God bless. God bless you. God bless you. We're at 27 minutes. I'm gonna cut it at 30, so I'll be on here for a couple more minutes. I do appreciate everybody that pulled up. Um, you know, remember to like and subscribe if you've never been here before. I do appreciate y'all for showing up. And if you've been here before, tell me you did. I don't know. I don't because I haven't been on here for so long. I don't know. Maybe all you guys are new. I have no idea. But I do appreciate y'all for pulling up. All right, so a couple minutes. I go by Mos Travels. I'm making it my New Year's resolution in January. 3 times a week, at the very least. Like I'm going to the gym. I need to stream for at least a half hour. Put you on the things, tell stories, all that kind of good stuff. Talk about that dating, women, whatever, food. I don't know, but I will make myself available for y'all because it's good information, good times, and all that. Maybe you're in a different part of the world. You're just looking to fall asleep to something. Either way, it's all good. I appreciate y'all. For all I know, I mean, for all you know, I might be in your city next time I go live. Who knows? David says safe travels. Appreciate that. Good luck. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully they have something you're looking for. Appreciate you guys. It's about to hit the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to close this live. And I thank all that joined. If it's your first time, remember to like and subscribe. And if you've been here before, I appreciate you showing up again. Until next time, guys.